Hi, I'm Renee Anderson, and you're watching Out at the Center.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take your time. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
To date, only 6 professional male sports figures have come out, and all of them after retirement. John Amaechi is the latest, after playing ball for the Orlando Magic and the Utah Jazz. The center's Clay Kane spoke with Amaechi here at the center about being a gay jock and his new book, Man in the Middle.
I got really comfortable back home. I got in a position where I just like, screw America, I'm never going to go back there. The president's kind of crazy and...
Kind of.
But I've never shied away from a fight before. I think that it's about time that we brought the conversation about gay people, especially in America, above the groin, which is where it seems to stay with so many straight people when they have the conversation. It's about being stared at in the locker room. It's about, being pounced upon in the workplace. And instead of being about people loving each other and caring about each other. I had very great teammates, I have to tell you, in the NBA. I was very lucky. They were not the Neanderthals that people expect. They were some really sharp people, some really good people. But it was also a slight separation. And I think for the most part they thought it was because I was English and my perceptions were different, and but it was that, in fact. I mean, there was definitely a cultural difference between me and them, but there was also the fact that I couldn't share my life fully, which I thought was a big shame.
I never hated myself. My desire for other men felt as natural as my right-handedness. It was simply incompatible with how I defined myself at the time, with whom I'd become on campus. I repeated to myself over and over, I can't be the basketball player and this man who likes other men in this way. I can't be this man I am. And I wanted to just kind of elaborate on that, because for many of us, it's always about religion, or we're trying to make ourselves straight. And for you, it seemed different.
No, it was never about religion for me. It's about congruence. I looked at my life in college, and it was, it's so incongruent to be the superstar basketball player on campus, the big man on campus, the BMOC, and yet at the same time, I'm this person who, is discovering themselves and realizing that they're gay, and it didn't fit. There's no way of jamming that square peg into the round hole of being a basketball player. I think part of my job when I do interviews is to correct people. So if you start a question wrong, if you talk about sexual preference, I will stop the question. It's not sexual preference, sexual orientation. If you start, a lot of people I talk to in the mainstream press, they love to use the word homosexual, but they love to use it in a way that makes you sound like we're in a petri dish. We're something that should be prodded and poked in a laboratory. So you're homosexual. So, I'd correct people. It wouldn't be easy. I mean, so many syllables. Just say gay, it's easier. Let me first tell you that Utah is the gayest place I've ever lived. It is without a doubt the gayest place I've ever lived. The day I arrived there, I saw women walking down the street holding hands. I drove around a little bit and I found an area of town where rainbow flags, seriously, they adorned nearly every house. I think anytime you have a really oppressive culture, even if it's regional, then you get an equally vibrant counterculture. And that's what you had in Utah. I can honestly tell you that I don't watch basketball at all.
Hey.
I don't watch any sports whatsoever. I find it incredibly dull. What I wanted in the book was to tell a story about a 17-year-old fat kid who hid in the corner of the library and wanted to walk through the halls of his school being invisible. And how it is possible to go from that to being something more and better. There is a great lack, I think, nowadays of people holding in their heart the idea that they can be extraordinary. Not do okay, not manage, not get by, but be extraordinary.
That's all for this segment from Out at the Center. If you would like to see the complete show, log on to our website at www.gaycenter.org/out. I'm Renee Anderson. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.